You're watching Marsha on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, welcome back, everyone. You are indeed watching Buzz TV, and of course, I'm Marsha Littlejohn, and I'm here with Bill Penney. Bill, I don't think there's a person in Indian River County that doesn't know who you are, what you do, and how much you do for our community. And of course, as I mentioned here, you are currently chairman of the Chamber of Commerce. That's our Indian River Chamber of Commerce. But you are president and CEO of the Marine Bank.
Yes,
wow,
thank you very
good
much.
to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me on.
Do you know, Bill, when I think about that, and of course I always laugh about the fact that my kids all say those numbers part of my brain didn't develop, and when I see somebody in the banking industry and someone who has all of that expertise that you have, and that really to see what you do for our community, this is what we want to talk about today.
Thank you. Enjoy it.
Do you know, when it's almost every time I look at something, some event that's happening, I see Marine Bank as a supporter. How important is that for a industry, a bank, a community as well?
We're a local bank, and we survive by taking care of our local customers and local community. It's the way we do business. It's the culture that we have ingrained within our employees.
Yeah.
And our team, our management team, has been very involved in the local nonprofits and charities, and it just runs very deep. I do a lot, and several of the others do a lot too.
Oh, you do indeed, and of course when I see, I think Georgia's even up there at the ELC now, and she's around doing so much, and with the chamber. And
Georgia Irish is on the board at the
Yes.
ELC. She's been president of the Oceanside Business Association as they have grown and matured over the last few years.
Absolutely.
Done a great job with that.
And she is a lot of fun too.
She's a lot more fun than I am.
Oh no, Bill Penney, you know, because I think really when you first started with Marine Bank, when was that?
2004.
2004. Where were you before you were with Marine Bank?
I had been at Barnett Bank here locally for many years, and then I worked at a couple of community banks outside of town. I was living here but working in Okeechobee at a bank out there.
That's what I was wondering, is where you were before you came to...
It was a great opportunity to get back working in a locally owned, locally managed bank, and I jumped at it.
And that, I think, is so important. Don't you feel this local, really collaboration, I think, with a bank such as yours and what you're doing with the community? But when we think about how you have engaged yourself into so much that has really been so successful in our community, what would you say to the viewer out there is the most important thing as the president and CEO of one of our major banks here in the state of Florida? What would you say is probably the number one effort that you want expressed between your members of your team and the community?
Well, first, you have to enjoy it. We have a lot of involvement, as we indicated, in the community activities, and people ask me, what should I get involved in? So what is your passion? What is your passion about? And follow your passion. I've been involved in organizations where I didn't have the passion, and you just don't go. But when you have the passion, you give yourself. And what we find is the more you give, you get back multiple times over.
I was going to say, how many times is it that you, when you have people coming into your bank, do they say, oh yes, I remember you because you were with one of the different organizations? It's going to take a little break now and then come back and continue our talk about the importance of community involvement and our industry, and certainly in this case, the Marine Bank right here in Indian River County. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
Join us for an adventure weekdays at 4:30 and 8:30 on Buzz TV Network.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to more of Buzz TV. And I am here with Bill Penney, and I am here with, what's his name?
Mariner Pete.
Mariner Pete. And of course, if you've ever seen, I just feel like he's sitting on top of the Marine Bank, and he's always right there. Where in the world did you come up with a mascot like this?
Actually, one of our former directors said he had used mascot at 2 different banks that he worked at, and we tried to find something that was locally appropriate, and we came up with Mariner Pete, and it evolved over time. We have a life-size Mariner Pete costume, and
yes.
we pay the employees' kids to be Mariner Pete at the different events that we attend, and we have a whole set of rules, just like Mickey Mouse. So this is how, if you're going to be Mariner Pete, this is how you're going to be.
Sure.
And of course, we have the small versions. And now we have a fan, you know, if it gets hot.
Of course, in Florida. Then everybody needs to go in there and get one of these.
Right.
Where is the Marine Bank located?
We're on US 1 across from Outback, and then our main office is on Beachland Boulevard at 571 Beachland Boulevard.
Absolutely, and I love it because just driving by there and realizing that so many of the individuals that you see at almost every occasion that happens here are right there working hard for the community and making banking a little bit more fun and a little bit more, I guess, one of the big questions that I have for you as a banker, and you've been in the banking business for so many years, and now CEO of the Marine Bank, what are some of the changes in the world of banking? Because we're all hearing about how we have to be so careful. We have to do this and we have to do that. What has changed?
Well, the biggest changes have been the advancements in technology where you can do the banking on your phone and electronically.
Is that safe?
Generally, and what we find is people still want to deal with people.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
a certain amount of folks that are just going to deal over the internet and they're fine with it. But we like people to come visit us. We like people to come through our drive-ins. Some of the big banks are actually closing their drive-ins. I mentioned that to my wife. She goes, "You're nuts. Don't ever close." No, we would never do that. We have dogs trained. They come through and get the dog.
I was going to say, sure, yeah.
So you know, it's when you're
the convenience
when you're
of it all.
A parent, you go where your kids and your dogs are.
You're absolutely right. Well, this is what is so interesting to see how things do change, and as you mentioned, technology as well. But I guess really when we think about, as you mentioned, technology, you can almost make a deposit from your own iPad just by taking a picture of it and sending it in. How do you all keep up with all of that?
We have a company, a technology company, that we outsource that to, and they keep up. We have that technology for us is in the works. We'll have it very soon.
Because
so we're very excited about that.
Yeah, I was going to say there's so much you can do because in many cases, but then the security of it all. I love that. And my dad used to be, he was one of the directors at the Bank of Melbourne, and this was, you know, long time ago. And I remember just walking into the bank and having everybody know you and talk to you and all of that. That is so still vitally important.
People like you deal with your friends, and people like to come in the bank. We know our customers like to say it's like Cheers. Everybody knows your name. Probably owe them a royalty, but
Absolutely.
If I might mention, we have Mariner Pete on a Facebook contest. We started a Facebook page. And you know, this is kind of a boring business. We wanted to put a fun face on it, and that's how we came up with the Mariner Pete idea. So Mariner Pete has a real bad case of wanderlust. He is traveling all over the place. We've asked our friends and customers to take him any place that they go, and we have pictures on our Facebook page of Mariner Pete on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. He was at a game that ESPN televised. He was skiing in Park City, Utah.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
So if you go on our Facebook page, and if you want to come by and get a Mariner Pete, we have the fans, and take them with you. I walked into a local business yesterday. They had a little R2-D2, the guy from Star Wars.
Oh, cute.
And I said, before we can talk business, I've got to get a picture. I took a picture, uploaded them on our Facebook, and I've got dozens of comments on it. It's
I love it. We're going to take a little break here, 60 seconds, and then we'll be right back with our Mariner Pete and how you can be a part of Mariner Pete all over the world, not only on Buzz TV, but on Facebook as well. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com. Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Well, we are back not only with Bill Penney, CEO of the Mariner Bank, and of course that's the Marine Bank. This is Mariner Pete, and of course he is on Facebook all over the place. But what we want you to do is to spread the word, and all you have to do is to walk into the Marine Bank, and you have the two locations.
Right, two locations on US 1 and Beachland Boulevard.
Okay, and pick up a fan.
Mariner Pete fan.
And do what?
Take him with you and take pictures of him in any cool places that you go to.
And then how does it get on Facebook?
Take your iPhone and
Okay.
take a picture. You take the picture and you upload it to Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I can do it.
There
I
you
can't
go.
explain it. But if you have a teenager, they can help you
They
with
can
it.
indeed. Or when you go in to pick up the fan
we can
at
help you
Marine
with it.
Bank, they will tell you exactly. Because if you're getting ready to take one of those exciting trips, going someplace, maybe, as you mentioned, you were on the New York Stock Exchange. You were also there, and you had Mariner Pete with you. And then you were at a Yankees game?
Yankees game,
A
but
Yankees
I
game.
lost him on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. So
Oh, so you
he
didn't-
make it to the Yankees game, unfortunately.
So you might want to get to the
Yeah.
next football
Yeah.
or baseball
Yeah,
game.
baseball game.
So of course we want to keep Mariner Pete really all over the world with the Marine Bank. So this is so much fun. Because I guess you have a lot of people coming in looking for these
we do,
fans.
we do, yeah.
I mean, have you ever known it to be quite as warm as this in Florida?
It's, I'm a native here, and
I am too.
every summer we complain it's hot, and then
Bill Penney, I am a native too, and I have never known it to be 93, 94 degrees day
high
after
90s
day after
or
day.
mid-90s has been hot. You're
Yeah,
right.
because it's
You're
gone
right.
on day after day with no break, except if
Right.
you're over there and you get that ocean breeze and it's
Right.
magnificent. More importantly, pick up a fan. Go into Marine
Thank
Bank and keep yourself cool. Can't you just see everybody? And
Yeah,
I can
that-
see everybody in community church fanning like
There
this
you
when
go.
the air
We'll have to
conditioning
pass them
dust
out.
goes off. Yeah. All right. Once again, the location of Marine Bank.
We're on Beachland Boulevard and on US 1 across from Outback Steakhouse.
All right. Go in and pick up a fan with Mariner Pete, and wherever you go, keep him with you, and then put it on Facebook. That's going to be really cool. And one last discussion, though, briefly, the importance of keeping Mariner Pete, Marine Bank, and of course the Chamber of Commerce, of which you are the president, keeping it all together in a community like Vero Beach.
We're a local business. We support local business. The Chamber of Commerce supports local business. Our mission at the Chamber is we're the leading business advocacy organization.
So every business should join the Indian River Chamber of Commerce.
Yes,
Because to
absolutely.
me, we've had so many people join us here at Buzz TV just because of now, of course, Buzz TV being a member of
Right.
Indian River Chamber of Commerce, and then you meet so many different people. We had the young lady who is with, I think it's Coastal something. Anyway, she was helping people learn that if you were paying high insurance
For the flood insurance.
for the flood
Right.
insurance,
Mhm.
and you didn't have to.
Right.
So I mean,
Right.
and you learn all of this. You go sit at one of the luncheons. So join the Chamber of Commerce, and also, I think the most wonderful thing though is Mariner Pete. And we go in and tell us once again how we do this. I know you're not going to tell us
Okay,
how
yeah.
we do it, but how we pick up Mariner Pete.
Come into the bank. We'll give you a Mariner Pete fan. Take him with you. When you go to a fun place, take a picture of Mariner Pete
And,
and upload it to our Facebook page.
okay.
We do have a contest running. Whoever gets the most likes every week wins a free meal somewhere.
Oh,
from one of our
good.
local merchants.
All right. This is what collaboration with a community is with
Right.
a bank, and I guess that's really a lot of fun. How many staff members do you have at
We have
Marine
about
Bank?
37 now.
37.
We're growing. We opened a loan production office up in Sebastian, so we can participate in that community up there. Very excited
terrific.
about our success.
Well, you just now have heard from Bill Penney, who's the CEO and chairman, I should say, of our Marine Bank, and certainly part of as a president of our Indian River Chamber of Commerce. That whole collaboration is so wonderful. And now you know about Mariner Pete. Bill, thanks so
Thank
very
you
much
very
for
much.
being with us.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn, and I'm here with an author.
Yes.
Wow. Let me tell you something, though. This book, Forbidden Child, this is the second in a series of 2 that my guest, James Aiello, has written, and you wrote it by yourself.
Yes, I did.
What in the world inspired you to write, just to really become a writer?
Well, I always wanted to. When I was 12 years old, I saw this article about the affair of Marilyn Monroe and John F. Kennedy, and I thought, oh my God, I wonder if they had a child, what that child would be like.
How old were you when you heard this?
12 years old.
You kids. My goodness, how intriguing. So you read, you heard about all of this on the news, and your mom and dad were probably talking about it, and your friends were talking about it, and now you have, what in the world, what kind of research did you do?
I researched both of their lives completely to find out when they could have possibly had an encounter to conceive a child, and then I gave the child that birth date and created a masterpiece.
Let me ask you, is this what you would call fiction or reality?
This is fiction that runs the line of reality. Forbidden Child has taken 7 international awards so far.
Wow.
It has been proclaimed as one of the most exciting and provocative novels of our time, and I'm very proud of that. I'm so ecstatic because it's going to be in the New York Times in September.
Oh my golly, yes.
On September 6th. And
all right, here's what I want, because we have another 8 minutes to go. But what
Okay.
I want is a little backstory on James Aiello.
Okay. James Aiello grew up.
I know where you were when you were 12 years old.
Yes,
But
in upstate New York.
All right.
I was born in Middletown, New York. Grew up in an Italian family where we had restaurants and horses and had a great life there.
Yeah.
Always had passion, and I went to school to become a registered nurse, and worked as a nurse most of my adult career life. And one day I said, it's time to get that story written, and I sat down and I wrote 16-hour days for an entire year until I had Forbidden Child completed.
well, did you take right, because to do the research in something like this, it takes a lot of training. I mean, you've got to know where to go and who to talk to, and so where did you learn all of that?
It all came from trial and error for me. I mean, I knew how to do research from my nursing background, but it was a research of love, because I really wanted to know about the both of them.
I love it. I wish we had hours to do this. We're going to take a little break, about 60 seconds, and I'm going to come back with James Aiello. He has written this fascinating 2-part series of Forbidden Child. Whoa, we're going to talk all about that too. I wish I knew what you were thinking when you were 12 years old. We will be right back. Don't go away.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
please call 800-632-2804.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Well, welcome back, and I can tell you, oh my golly, I wish we had hours and hours to talk with James Aiello, who has written this absolutely fascinating series of books. We did a little talk about how it really is talking about Marilyn Monroe, Kennedy,
and their illegitimate child. It runs it takes you right into Hollywood, into old Hollywood.
But this is fiction.
It is fiction.
Okay, I don't want somebody just tuning in right now.
Yes. No, it is Hollywood at its finest.
Oh, and you said people are reading it and loving every minute of it.
Oh my God, the reviews have been spectacular.
It's going to go on the New York Times.
Yes, it is.
You are self-published.
Yes, I am.
But now, book one, and then you moved into book two.
Book two. My readers, for those of you who've read Forbidden Child, you know the intensity of this character's life. For book two, I threw her into overdrive. Book 3 and 4 are still on the way. I promise you will not be disappointed.
You know, I have not even read the foreword, and yet I'm so excited about reading it.
Thank you.
But now you have the name of the main character, Christina Powers.
Yes.
Why?
I'm glad you asked. Christina Powers, to me, the character had to be someone special, and Christina Powers means Christ-like, Christ power to me. This character lives a compassionate but immoral life, and you learn how her faith guides her through all the journeys that she's on, and it's a key. It's a message of unconditional love wrapped in a story that you will not believe. It's just incredible.
For the first time in about 50 years of broadcasting, I am speechless. It has to be, because when you sat down here and you said it was when you were 12 years old, you heard the story of the affair of Marilyn Monroe and John F. Kennedy.
Yes.
And that led you step by step into doing research to write this book.
Yes.
And yet you were saying the lead person is Christina Powers because it's godlike.
Yes.
What have you left out of this book? Anything?
Absolutely nothing.
I was going to
say.
Sex,
money, crime, politics. All of it makes this Forbidden Child the most exciting and provocative novel series of our time, I promise you.
Oh boy. Now, all right, now when you publish it, you are a self-publisher.
Yes, I created my own publishing company.
Wow.
Yes.
And we're hoping it's going to be on the New York Times bestseller list.
Yes, we are.
Very soon. What steps do you take, and what in the world brought you to Vero Beach?
Well, actually, I moved down here in 2004. My parents were down here at the time, and I loved the area. The beaches are incredible.
They are indeed.
The neighbors, the people are so friendly here, and my neighbors just support me like crazy.
How fabulous.
We have a great relationship.
All right, we're going to take one more 60-second break and then come back and really wrap up. And if you missed the first segment where we learned what the real gist is of this book, there's so much more that we will have to just read this whole series to find out. But we will be right back with our very distinguished guest, James Aiello, who is the author, publisher of these wonderful books in the series of Forbidden Child. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Marsha.
Hi, I'm Penny Chandler.
I'm Freddie Wolford.
I am Barbara Hoffman.
And I'm Gregory Simpson.
I'm here with Police Chief David Curry.
You're in good company on VeroBuzzTV.com, Vero Beach's local TV station on the internet.
I just love it.
Tell a friend.
We love y'all! Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage. But you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
See Arts in Depth with Barbara Hoffman, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 and 10 p.m.
Oh boy, and as I said, I wish we had hours to talk with my guest, James Aiello, who is the author of this fascinating series of stories about really, I can't even say what it's about because it's about so many wonderful. So why don't you tell once again, if you were to give a very short synopsis, what is the backstory and the real issue of this book series?
The real issue of this series is a message of compassion and unconditional love, is what it is. But it's woven into a modern day literary masterpiece. It is like a symphony that just sings to the reader. You will know her life, you will become captivated by her passion and her love for life, and enjoy the journey because you'll learn a lot.
When you pick up the book, will we all know what you have told us here about the fact that you were 12 years old and you saw this romance between, or you heard about the romance between the President of the United States and Marilyn Monroe?
No, you won't know that. You'll meet an innocent child and you'll watch her become a sophisticated adult.
So the research that you did about that first episode is really something that led you into this. How long did it take you to write these two books?
2.5 years.
Wow, 2.5 years,
Yes.
Okay. And the next two are on their way?
The third one is almost complete, and the fourth one is right up there.
Oh my golly. All right, what do you do to continue something like this? I mean, how many hours a day do you spend writing this book? Because I don't know if we showed you the Forbidden Child, the amazing sequel of Forbidden Child, continues to delight the reader, and of course this is absolutely true, but I love what it says truly right here by an international review individual calling it never disappointing.
Never disappointing.
Wow.
Never disappointing.
All right, one last question that is
Yes.
very, very important though. As an author and a writer of this, what I consider one of the most fascinating books, just because of the history and what you have told about it, what is it that you, James Aiello, the author of this book, hope that the reader will walk away with when they put that book down?
An understanding that you can achieve anything in your life if you're determined and you set that goal and you work towards it. If you set that goal and work towards it, you can reach it. Never doubt that you can do what you really want to do. And that's the message in this. No matter what the obstacle, you can conquer it. Forbidden Child and Christina Powers. Show you how.
Christina Powers, that is of course the lead protagonist, I guess, of the book and the series of books. 2 more to go. You don't want to miss them. You want to get them. Where do we get them now?
BarnesandNoble.com, ForbiddenChild.com, and Amazon.com, and your local bookstores.
Are you still nursing?
No, I'm not at this time.
You're writing.
I'm writing.
All right. Well, usually I say, well, what's next for you? But I think the next 2 books
Yes,
are going to be next to
definitely.
you.
That's my
but it
next
sounds
book.
wonderful, and of course, I think everybody, and I want you to come back frequently
Thank
and
you.
to go
I'd
on
love
about
to.
it and talk, because I have a lot of questions to ask you about what you found out about President John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe. And incidentally, I think it's vitally important that we tell you this is fiction.
Fiction.
Thanks so much for
Thank
being with us.
you so much.
And thanks to all of you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.